Hey guys, how's it going? It's StarKiller518 here, and welcome back to the next reaction in Star Wars The Clone Wars. This is Season 1, Episode 2, Rising Malevolence, and we finally get to go into our first little trilogy here, and yeah, I have a lot to say about this one, but we'll save that all for the end, so yep, let's just jump right into the reaction. This is a very nice opening shot. It feels like Star Wars with, you know, the long ship shot and but different, just not good.
They must have realized we are tracking.
Ah, there it is. The Malevolence. That damn super weapon.
I think it wise to report our position before we attack.
Has no one ever done that before? Well, I guess Malevolence attacked them, and yeah. Oh, this is the first episode with Ahsoka, not including the movie, of course. It's not. I'll get into it later. What I have to say about that as well. I don't actually remember seeing that little scene. That don't I always? The first time, I only watched this a few times and I've never seen that scene. God. That's a little homage to the Death Star bit. It's not a bad homage, a bit different with the ion cannon. Are those just normal standard cannons? Because it looks like a lot of times in this show that those cannons have quite long range. Nearly the same as the ion cannon. God damn. It's just been a couple seconds and already one is gone. The power of the Malevolence right there. God damn that. Couple seconds is all it takes for the Malevolence to destroy a fleet. Definitely classed as a super weapon. I've never seen that droid laughter in the original version either. The evil droid laugh. Oh my god. So while we get through this bit, I'll talk about the super weapon, because a lot of people in Star Wars does not like super weapons anymore because they're overplayed. But also a lot of people just don't care about the Malevolence class. It's technically a super weapon, that thing. But I think people don't mind it because it's something different. Like every other super weapon we've seen in Star Wars is just like some sort of massive firepower planet killer. This one is very different. It's just an ion cannon, and I think a lot of people just don't mind that. So yeah, a lot of people don't mind this super weapon, to be honest. I'm definitely one of those people. I'm definitely one of those people. I think it's a good change for a super weapon in Star Wars, where it doesn't actually destroy stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wolf. This is our first appearance of Commander Wolf as well. God, I forgot about that. You know, mainly because he has both eyes. Oh my god, the Twilight as well. It's been a long time since I've seen that ship. Why did they recover it from the end of the Clone Wars movie? See, Anakin said that in the nice way. You can tell in his voice. He said that in the nice way. It's like, you don't have to explain anything. I know. We're going. I've not seen this scene either. What is this scene? There's a lot of scenes I'm not seeing here. This is the first time.
Convoys are proceeding on schedule, General. The General felt a redeployment of this fleet would increase our defensive perimeter.
I see. Thank you, Admiral. That'll be all.
You could tell where he...
Problem, sir?
Anakin has just redeployed himself. Again.
It's amazing how many scenes I'm seeing for the first time. Every other time I've watched this, ever, I've not seen those scenes. I even had the DVD of these first 4 episodes, and these scenes are not on them. What the hell? Why do I obviously know that line from Empire? God damn it. I'm a nerd. They managed to get the... Oh, wait a minute, that's the same shot as 30 seconds ago. I don't know why I noticed that. Yeah. They managed to get the power restored as well. Why do they never use these pod hunters later? Like, we see a lot of times Venator people abandon ship in the series, but we never see the separatist pod hunters later. Why? It's a good idea, the pod hunters. No survivors. Why did they not use them later? Oh god, that's brutal. They won't show that on Rebels. It's probably said a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry.
How do you know Master Plo anyway?
He's one of my oldest friends. It was Master Plo Koon who found me and brought me to the temple where I belong.
Yeah.
Now he's lost, so I thought maybe I could find him.
A lot of people didn't like Ahsoka in the first couple series of the Clone Wars. But, I mean, in this episode it's kind of justified why she's like why she is. Because she's still like a Padawan, a youngling. And, I mean, she has some sort of emotional connection to Plo Koon, so she's acting the way she is because someone she cares about is in danger, and I think that's fine for this episode. She's still just a child as well, and you know, someone she knows deeply is in danger, so I honestly don't mind how she is in this episode. Obviously that doesn't excuse what happened, how she was like in the movie, but maybe some other episodes later on. But here I think, despite the fact it's the same as the movie or the other times, her reasonings are justified, if that makes sense. I don't mind what she's like in this episode, because she has an emotional connection to Plo Koon.
This is a difficult situation, but there remains a possibility we will survive.
That's good enough for me. Come on, let's go.
Never saw this scene again. What the hell? Why am I so many? I'm good I'm doing these reactions, because I'm still knowing so much.
Keep the communications
The thing is that escape pod is just one door, so how does Wolf still breathe?
Hope someone's looking for us.
The clones have had training 0G, but how does Wolf... I'm pretty sure that's one door in the escape pod, so how does Wolf breathe when they open it?
Patience. We're trying to boost the power. Hang on.
See, I don't mind how much she's like, because there's some emotional connection to this rescue mission. In this episode. It's fine for me. Why'd he put his hands up? He could have shot him easily. Stupid droid. Well, that's what you get. Another question. Do they not have more than one pod hunter? Do they just have the one? For a ship that size? Palpatine must be so happy to hear the Malevolence claimed a Jedi until this moment.
On whose
Oops.
authority? These clowns, sir.
We're meant to be expendable.
not to me.
Nice to be proven wrong, eh? Yeah. All clone lives matter.
Sorry, little guy.
What about the medical droid? God damn. There it is. One of the subjugators. People have been saying that there's more than one. Is that correct or so? I'll go at the end because it's sort of almost over. God damn it. They were just in the moment I forgot.
All the systems shut down.
Forgot to shut
Perfect timing. Or at least I bought you some time. Run. It's a bit dangerous for the droids to be working close to the ion cannon there, those two. Then again, it would be dangerous for the two people working on the Death Star as well, so, yeah, you know. And they're escaped. God damn it, Grievous.
We're glad he was right.
Skywalker, it is time to be
It's good to be it's good that we'll be able to see you, you Wolf soon, again.
Come on, Ahsoka.
It's weird how he went to full combat rather than the
Ahsoka.
ship assistant.
Boy who never gave
in this episode.
Great. Let's go.
Right beside you, Sky Guy.
I remember her saying that the first time. I thought she said right behind your master. Even the dialogue is different. Oh, right. So, that was Rising Malevolence. It's not a bad episode. I mean, I was enjoyed throughout it, and I had some good moments again. Stuff I wanted to discuss, pretty much. I pretty much went into detail about the Malevolence, the super weapon itself, the Malevolence, of how it's the super weapon in Star Wars, which a lot of people, including myself, don't seem to mind. I think Ahsoka's reasonings is kind of justified of why she's like, you know, the moody person that she is in this episode. Obviously, it doesn't kind of explain much in the movie. I mean, I get why people don't like her in the first couple series of her being a child. I can kind of see that. I think in this episode it doesn't matter too much to me, because we see that of her connection to Plo Koon, even though yes, Jedi are not supposed to have emotional feelings, but she's just a child, she's still learning. So I think it's fine in this episode, all her reasonings why she's the way she is, you know. From what I hear, there seems to be like, there's apparently 3 to 4 of those subjugator ships, the Malevolence being one of them, and people were saying that's like 3 or 4, but I tried to see online. I don't see like if they maybe it's like in comics or other video games or stuff. Let me know if there has been like other subjugator vessels in the comments down below and where they appear from, because I'm kind of curious. I always had like a type of question I always wanted to ask, because these episodes are kind of, especially this Malevolence Street, is kind of based. Where is it in the Clone Wars timeline? Because, you know, we know that the series isn't in order, but I think these 3 episodes are kind of close to the start of the Clone Wars, and I'm always wondering, how did they build this ship so fast? I mean, I think it's close to the size of a Super Star Destroyer, and we know that usually takes a couple years to build. But I'm pretty sure at least these episodes are in the first year of the war. So I'm always like, how did they build these vessels so fast? The only other thing I can think of is that the Malevolence was already built before the Clone Wars broke out. That's the only thing I can think of, and that's just what I choose to believe, and I just think it's acceptable. And but if anyone knows about that as well, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm kind of curious. So yeah, that was my reaction to Rising Malevolence. There was a lot of scenes in this episode which I have never seen before for some reason. Like, I know I've seen even these episodes a couple times. I even have these first 4 episodes of season 1 on DVD, and those scenes are not on the DVD version. I watched them and they're not there. They're cute. They just show like, I think, what they showed on TV, but I've never seen those scenes before, even with the DVD. That is so weird. I can't believe that. So definitely looking forward to more reactions to this series, just to see on the stuff that I've missed out. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm StarKiller5A. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, which I think is Shadow of Malevolence. Yes. So yeah, I'll see you in that video. May the Force be with you. Goodbye.